Guys, if you actually use AI to code, like I mean, if AI writes out like 800 lines or 1000 lines of code for a single change that you have asked for, you're not actually going to read out that entire code, right? So you'll try to like merge it or you'll try to push it to GitHub. So sometimes the scary part here is sometimes it actually works and sometimes it also breaks as well. Until we try to push it to production, then we'll actually try to understand if something breaks. So what if whenever you try to push the code to GitHub, there is something that is actually sitting inside GitHub and it reviews your code every time you send it. And not just reviewing it, it is going to give you the detailed analysis. If there are some errors or some bugs, it's going to give you the prompt that you can actually use to fix it. And once you fix it, if you try to push it again, it tries to go through that code again. And if it still finds any of the issues, it's going to give you the prompt again. And if it finds that the code is okay, you can try to merge that pull request or you can try to push it to the main branch. So this is what we'll be going to do in this video. We'll try to set up a system which is going to review our code whenever we try to push it into the GitHub, so that we could avoid all the mistakes or the errors that we come up with. If this sounds interesting, let's get started with the video. So in this video, what I'll try to do is, this is a production application that I already have in my this is in production. It's called a feedback doc and I have built this out. So to give you a simple glance of it, whenever you try to if you are building a SaaS website, so what you can do is you can just try to sign up to this website. You'll get a simple snippet which you can add it to your website, and you'll have something like a feedback form in the bottom, like a widget, and from there the users can directly submit out the feedback, and you can check all the feedback here, and you can directly reply to the feedback using your own email, using your own business email that you have. So that's something that this website is going to do. But what we'll try to do here is, so in this video I'll just try to log out from this website. So let me just try to log out here. So here in the login page, as you can see, I only have one particular option to log in, which is signing up with Google. That's the only option as of now is there for this website. But in this video, we'll try to add another option where the people can also sign up using their own email. And for the database, I'm actually using a Supabase, and for the authentication as well, I'm using Supabase. So not, I mean, usually if you set up with Supabase, we'll be also sending out the email with the default Supabase email, right? We'll try to set up a system where we'll be using our own business email using Resend. So if you haven't heard of Resend, so this is a, like, you can call it as an SMTP thing or anything. You could just do all the things with the email stuff. So here I have added my domain already in this particular website. Now what I'll try to do is, so the first thing that we'll be implementing is we'll be implementing the sign up with email as well. And then we'll try to use we'll be trying to send a verification link to verify their email, right? So for that, we'll be using our own business email instead of the Superbase email. So let's just go ahead and start prompting it, and let's see how well we can come up with. So I'm just using anti-gravity. So I'll try to I'll start with prompting it. Okay, now I have just added a very basic prompt. So I want to implement the email sign up for the website. As of now, I only have the Google sign in, and I want to go ahead and implement the email sign up using the Superbase auth. And for the verification email, I don't want the default Superbase email. I want to use my business email, and I want to send it up with the recent SMTP, right? So for the SMTP, I'll just try to give out the SMTP details. So it's going to be in the settings. You just have to go to settings and just go to SMTP, and here you can just copy out all this. For the API key, we'll set it up in the Superbase Edge function secrets. So I'll just try to paste it out here. And did we get, I think we did not get them. Let me just try to copy them again. Okay, I have just added those, and I'll for the password, I'll try to put it out as API key, and I'll mention that I will add this API key in the edge, the Superbase. So like we'll be trying to add the API key directly in the Superbase Edge function secrets. Let me just check with the model. I think it's with, yeah, we have it with Gemini 3 Pro. I'll just go with Gemini 3 Pro, and I'll just send out the prompt. Let's see how well, I mean, I have given out the entire thing in the single prompt. I thought it implementing in two different steps, first setting up the login and then setting up the SMTP, but let's just see if it can actually come up with the entire setup. So I'll just come up, I mean, I'll just start the video again once we have the entire plan implemented. Okay, in the meantime, like, I mean, this is actually going up with the process. In the meantime, what we'll try to do is we'll just go to, so the thing that we'll be actually focusing on in this video is reviewing the code, right? So we'll be using a platform called CodeRabbit.ai. I'll leave the link in the description. You could check it out. And like, you could just create a free account. They also have a free account that you could just go ahead with. And I'm also in the free account. So you can just try to log into your like, I mean, you can just create an account, and once you log in, so it, like, it's going to ask you for the, like, I mean, how you are going to log in with. And I have actually used GitHub, and you can also use the same. So once you have logged in, you'll be in this page, and here you'll have the option to add repositories. As of now, you see that I have one, I mean, I have the feedback doc repository already added. So if you don't have any, like, I mean, in your case, you'll not have any of these, so you just have to click on add repository, and just give out the password of your GitHub account to connect it. And here in the bottom, you'll have the option to choose out what are the repositories that you want to go ahead with. You can choose out all repositories, or you can choose a specific repositories. And once you choose them, you have to just click on save. That would just take you to this website with the repositories added. So that's the setup. That's it. You don't have to do any of the things. So whenever you try to push the code to GitHub, like, I mean, like, when you create a branch and try to push it to GitHub, like, and if you create a pull request, it's, I mean, I'll try to show you the entire stuff here, so don't get confused. So that's the whole process. So let's see if it's okay. It has come up with the plan. Let's just go ahead and check with the plan and confirm if this is the thing that we are actually asking for. So go to pro and we have to go to Superbase dashboard and go to project settings and go to auth and SMTP settings. So we have to enable the custom SMTP. So I'll go to the dashboard and project settings. So let me just go to dashboard, and I'll go to project settings. And the next thing that we have to go to here is going to be the auth, right? I think the auth is in, I think this is the authentication part. And I'll just go to emails, and yeah, here we have. So just try to enable the SMTP, and here we have to set up the email address. So what I'll try to set it up here is I'll just use my name here, Niketh @feedback.com, and I'll use my own name here. And the host here is going to be, we have to get these details from the recent. So just try to copy out the host. So the port number is 465, I guess. For Yeah, it's 465, and the username is recent. And for the password, we have to get the API key. So for that, just go to the API keys in the recent section, and here you just have to click on create API key, and I'll just give it the name as feedback doc, and just give out the full access, and I'll just click on add. So here you'll have the API key. I'll just copy it, and I'll go back to the Superbase, and I'll paste out the API key. Let me just move the video, and I'll just save the changes now. So I have made the changes. Now I'll go back to anti-gravity again, and I think we are done with setting it up. We can proceed with the implementation. So I'll just click on proceed, and now it's going to implement the changes. And once the changes are implemented, then we'll try to push the code to GitHub, so that we'll understand if we have any of the errors before pushing it to main branch. So I'll just try to come up again once we have the code written. And another important thing that you have to do here is you have to go to Superbase. And I mean, I think most of the times it would be automatically enabled. You have to enable the auth providers. So in providers, you have to enable the email. So make sure you just try to put out the right thing here. So I'll just try to add these two as well. I think for this I have to go ahead and enable another option, but I'll just move the video. I'll just try to save the changes now. And let me just try to go back to anti-gravity. Okay, I think we now have the thing verified. like created. Let me just check. So we have this thing done. Okay. So I'm not reviewing any code now. So what I'll try to do is I'll just try to now directly go ahead and push it to a branch, or else let's just first try to run the development server. So npm run dev. So here, like here, we'll now get the URL. So just try to copy the URL and open out the browser. And I now have, like, I mean, I'm now in the website. I'll now go to the login page. So we now have an error here. So this is in the development server. So I'll just try to copy out the same thing. And so I'll just try to paste it out here. And I think it's just an import issue, I guess. Let's just wait until it fixes. I think it's a simple issue, so it's going to fix it out quickly. Okay, so it actually fixed the error. So I'll just go back to the page again. So yeah, as you can see, we now have the login page. I'll now try to click on sign up, and we are now in the sign up page. I'll just go to sign up again. Yeah, now I'll just try to create an account with another email. I think I don't have this email created. Let me just check. So I'll just try to create an account. Now I should be getting an verification email. So it says check your inbox. I'll now try to open up the inbox. Okay, so the problem is that I haven't received the email. So the issue is here, I actually don't have the confirm email enabled previously. So that was the issue. So I just have to go ahead and I just updated it. So now I have enabled the confirm email. Okay, now let me just go ahead and sign up. So I'll just click on create account. So this should now send me an verification email. I'll just try to open the inbox now. Now we should be able to get the email. As you can see, this is the email that we have actually got, and you see the from email address. So you see the from email address is niketh@feedbackdoc.com, which is the one that we have configured. And if I just click on confirm, it's going to confirm my account. So like, I mean, as of now, the flow is implemented, like whatever the thing that we want to implement, we have implemented, right? Now we'll just try to make the code changes. This is the main part of the video. So I'll just go to anti-gravity and I'll go to the git part, and I'll just try to create a new branch here, and I'll just call it as email login, and I'll just name it as email login, and I'll commit the changes. So now this should, as you can see, now we have committed the changes. I'll go back to the GitHub now, and if I try to refresh the page, I should see a pull request. I should create a pull request. As you can see, now we could just create a pull request. So I'll just click on this, and I'll click on create pull request. So now this is going to create a pull request. Now as you can see, CodeRapid is actually performing the checks. So once it completes the checks, it's going to give us the details. If there are any errors or if we have to update any of the things, it's now going to give us the details here. As you can see, it's still going with the, like, I mean, it's still checking with the code. And once we have that, it's also going to write a description for the thing. And then like, I'll just show you once this completes the stuff. I'll just try to show you the exact thing. Okay, as you can see, the review has been done, and it now updated the description and all, and it just found out a very minor issue where the email loading state never clears on success. So that's not a big deal, but for now. But I mean, for this video, I'll just try to solve it out. But like, I mean, if you want to go ahead and fix it, you could just try to copy out the exact prompt that we have here, and you can directly go ahead and give it out to the agent. And once that is done, you can actually try to review it again. So for now, like, I mean, once that is done, what you can do is you can just try to click on merge pull request and confirm merge. So what this is going to do now is this is going to merge this to your main branch, and from there you can directly go ahead and like, this is now going to go into the production if you don't have any of the other things in between. So that's it for the video. I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions regarding this, or if you want to join a community where people are building stuff and want to interact with the people, I have a free community that I've created. You could just try to join it for free. I leave the link in the description. You could just try to chat with the people here and try to discuss your the things that you are building, and all the things can be done, and you can share your projects as well. So like you could just check this out. It's completely free to join. I leave the link in the description. So this is it for the video. I hope you found this video helpful. If you find it helpful, just give it a like. And if you have any questions or if you have anything, just let me know in the comments. I'll try to help you out. So that's it for the video, and I'll see you in the next one.